Hello, Hawa. It's real. Let me close this. This video is about 21 minutes long, but it's it's very informative.
Are we in Earth or on Earth? I want y'all to answer this.
One thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go.
Have y'all ever asked yourselves why they don't use space shuttles anymore? Like, the space shuttles that's supposed to, like, take astronauts to space? Because this shit don't look like it's designed to take a human to space or a group of people to space. You feel me?
Yeah.
Alright, listen, right? The last time they had a space shuttle run was back in 2003 and it ended in 2004 due to the expense of it to make it safe. When is the last time we even heard of anyone going to space, though? We know rockets been shot up there, but when is the last time a person been to space? Like real shit. Wake up!
Although we weren't able to shatter that highest glass ceiling this time, thanks to you, it's got about 18 million cracks. And it may be hard to see tonight, but we are all standing.
She said, thanks to you, there's a 18 million cracks in the ceiling. So what that mean? Y'all pay for the cracks in the ceiling. All right. They love to talk in pimpish ways. A pimp will tell you the truth and a lie in the same sentence. That's why, man, come on, people, wake the fuck up.
Under a glass ceiling right now.
People figured out that we were an enclosed system. The more advanced we got, it would be the biggest thought on our minds. That's all we care about. You could make a wildlife preserve 1,000 miles square. All people, all human beings would do is just be knocking on the fence constantly, going, why is this fence here? Who built the fence? Why are we in here? And so on and so on.
Every picture of the Earth is CGI. This was the owner of NASA, Wernher von Braun, and on his grave he has Psalms 19:1, which is a Bible verse. The Bible verse is, "The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork."
The glory of Hawa. And what? The firmament shows his handiwork. That was the creative NASA telling you. And what? Down here, NASA, all they did was take the H off. NASA means what? To deceive. Wake the fuck up, people.
Why would the owner of NASA have this on his grave? Alongside of that, NASA in Hebrew means to deceive, be gold. On top of that, look at what happens when I type in flat earth backwards into Google. NASA is the first one that comes up.
Homeboy falls down, and then it looks like he is yanked back up. Look at this.
Oh, he did not. That is not him standing up.
Oh.
What is this?
That's not him standing up. You can't stand up like that.
Right,
exactly.
Like you're on the moon. Okay, so you realize you're in 1/6 Earth's gravity.
But there's nothing to make him go like this.
Exactly.
Right? You can't. You have to turn to your base to get up. You can't look at. There's nothing on the ground. How is he going to get the momentum?
He's getting yanked up. Like he would have super abs. He would have to be like a break dancer. No, you can't
because. Okay, maybe a breakdancer. But you can't get up without putting a base down, right? Yeah, that was really weird. I never saw it. And he only had one foot on the ground there, too.
Right, yeah. Oh, that's true. Look at this. Watch.
So he stood up like...
Look at that. It's ridiculous.
You can't do it.
What? His right foot's down. His left foot's up. I've never been in 1/6 Earth gravity, neither of you.
No,
so maybe it's
Joe,
easier
it's
to
fake,
do.
dude. Can't say it like that.
I think that's
You-
fake.
That
Dan
video.
Askren says we never went to the moon.
Oh, and look, watch. There's not supposed to be any atmospheres, air in space, but watch the.
I've never been in 1/6
Look,
gravity, neither.
look at the flag.
Maybe it's easier to
It's
do.
waving.
Can't say it like that.
I think that's
You-
fake.
Get the fuck out of
Dan
here.
Askren says we never went to the moon.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Today I'd like to bring to your attention a potential fraud on an enormous scale happening in York County. There's now clear evidence of NASA using numerous methods to grossly mislead the public about astronauts being on the International Space Station. During interior ISS scenes from NASA's own live feed, the use of wires, harnesses, green screens, and virtual reality have been detected to achieve the appearance of a weightless environment. Examples of this include astronauts fading in and out of the screen, green screen glitches, grabbing objects that aren't really there, pulling on invisible wires, getting tangled in their harnesses, and even astronauts appearing out of thin air. This begs the obvious question. If they're really up there, why are they using Hollywood techniques to fake the footage?
Whoa.
Now, unfortunately, I can't show you these clips in here today, but I will be sending them to you. Moving on, outside the International Space Station, during spacewalks, air bubbles have been recorded on numerous occasions. How is it possible for air bubbles to be present in the vacuum of space? I once questioned astronaut Scott Kelly about this phenomenon. His body language and answers only created more questions.
Woo.
In 2013, astronaut
See
Luca
that?
Pontano nearly drowned during a spacewalk when his helmet filled with water. This happened again just last year. Air bubbles, helmets filling with water, and drowning. Are they in space or are they underwater? Now, what's really interesting is that they train for spacewalks in an underwater pool with a complete ISS replica. Now, surely they aren't filming these spacewalks in an underwater pool and then editing them to appear if they're in space, because that sure would be something, wouldn't it? I'm calling on the Brevard County Commissioners to open a full investigation into NASA's fraudulent practices and use of taxpayer dollars. It costs NASA $3 billion per year to operate the ISS, and if they don't have a darn good explanation as to why they're faking these videos, I and the public would like a darn good explanation as to where our tax money is going. And if they are indeed faking the funk, it is our duty to expose and eliminate this fraudulent and astronomically wasteful ISS program. And look, I know what you're all thinking. The NASA is part of the federal government, and you're just county commissioners. Even if what I'm saying is true, what can you do? But let me remind you, not only is this happening in your county, as public officials, you have the platform and the ability to make a statement or hold a press conference, alerting the public, state, and federal authorities to investigate further. You have the power to start the conversation. Video evidence of everything I described today will be emailed to you all, and I truly hope we can get to the bottom of this. I look forward to the day that $3 billion annual budget is put towards our veterans, our homeless, maybe some of that mental health stuff the young lady just spoke about, and the revitalization of Brevard County. Thank you for your time today, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Or is it globe, man?
It's flat.
It's flat. Thank you very much, man. God bless.
A man asked the pilot if the Earth is flat.
Can I talk to the pilot, please?
Now, listen. A whole bunch of pilots is gonna tell you, man, don't listen to Nasha, the deceiver. Listen to these pilots. All these pilots is gonna tell you that the Earth is what? Flat.
Right here. You're the pilot?
Hi.
How long have you been flying for?
For 21 years, maybe like 30 something.
I want to know, because they say the pilots know a lot. Do you think the Earth is flat or no?
I know it's flat.
I know it's flat.
How long have you been flying for, you said?
Over 30 years.
And when you tell people that, do they think you're like crazy or no?
Only one person.
Only one person?
They built it for a flat, stationary Earth, and my goal is for some young fighter pilot to listen to what I just said, go out tomorrow and set the bottom of your L-strobe on your altitude, run it out there to 80 miles, and that bottom altitude on your cursor will stay the same.
Are you a pilot?
Yes, sir.
One question.
Okay.
When you descend in the air, do you dip or do you go straight?
It's straight.
Straight?
A little more with the nose out. That's it.
But straight. You don't dip into the...
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate
You're
you.
welcome, sir.
Have a great day.
Did you notice any curvature while we were up there?
Curvature? No.
No? There's no curvature?
It's just all flat.
Look, pilots. Is the Earth flat or round?
Flat.
Pregunta controversial. Hay un debate ahora en YouTube especialmente en el que las personas se cuestionan que si la curvatura de la Tierra es observable o no es observable. No, a las alturas que vuelan esos aviones.
No.
Usted no va haciendo ningún ajuste, va como si fuera parejito sobre terreno. Más alto que normal, depende de lo que. Ok, la nariz va hacia arriba, ¿sí? Pero no tienen que buscar la curvatura.
No.
Vuelan como si fuera sobre un plano. Sí, es lo que está haciendo acá. Bueno, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Ok, hasta luego.
Because they tell us, that at least in the U.S., the ground's moving at about 700 miles an hour left to right. And I was just thinking that's kind of odd if you're landing, going north, or moving in the north direction.
That's not, the ground looks just like it's standing still.
Yeah, not an issue, huh?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You can probably see the Rockies from Kansas.
Wow.
It's a clear day, but if it's smoky or hazy, obviously you can't see.
Excuse me, guys. I have a question for you.
One of us can answer it.
Do you guys adjust for curvature as you're flying through the air? The Earth's supposed to be a ball, right?
Yeah.
So should we be dipping down the nose of the plane to compensate for the curvature, or do you guys or do you fly on over a flat plane?
Well, we're about a millimeter over a bowling ball. We're not that high.
8 inches per mile squared is the official story of what the curvature drop should be. So a distance that far, you're 8 inches from the shore on a beach, and your friend is rowing his boat 1 mile away, the boat should be already hidden by the curvature. You guys don't see curve, you see horizon at eye level.
No, I mean, if you look at more of the curvature here, we're on the perpendicular, which is on the tangent.
So really,
that never changes.
Earth's flat.
Sorry?
Earth is flat.
Yeah.
We've seen it every day.
Yeah, we say it every day.
Well, you know that. You guys see the horizon at eye level, and you have to understand that if
He said, yeah, we see it every day. It's flat. So.
Ball, as you rise from the ball, you would have to look down to see the horizon. You don't ever see that. I look out the window of the plane, and I see horizon as far as I can see, flat.
Looks different from the front.
Even from there. Your windows aren't that much different. Earth is flat. It's a big lie. You guys should look into it. You know it's flat. You guys fly over it every day. I know.
Do you say it's flat? Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Whenever you fly your plane, do you ever account for a curvature?
No.
Do you ever account for Coriolis or Earth spin?
No.
Do you ever see the Earth curving?
No.
Does water find its level?
Yes.
Does it always find its level?
Yes.
Okay, so water always finds its level. Does water conform to its container?
Yes.
Y luego, además, aquí aparece como si fuera, no sé cómo le llamamos a esto, un anexo, un añadido, algo que se cose. Sí, exactamente, un parchecito que me recuerda a una persona muy especial. Plana y estacionaria, ¿se ve? ¿Plana? Sí. ¿Y no tiene algo de achatamiento? ¿No se ve no? Eso es cuando ya nos vamos a la órbita, ¿no? La curvatura se ve cuando la cámara es de ojo de pez, como la que llevaba el que se tiró de Red Bull. Sí, ahí sí que ves la curvatura, pero si la cámara es una cámara normal, se ve todo recto. Normalmente volamos a lo máximo, el techo del avión es 41.000 pies, que son 12 kilómetros, 800 metros o algo así. Sí. Pero normalmente volamos a 35, 37, que son no se ve 10. La curvatura. No, hombre, no, según... A ver, yo he volado con el Lear a 47.000 pies, con el Lear del jet privado, que son unos 13 kilómetros, 600 o algo así, y tampoco.
Did you notice any curvature while we were up there?
No.
No? What did you see while we were up there?
This is the blue sky, white clouds.
Yeah, is it flat or?
Pretty flat.
Pretty flat?
Nah,
Okay.
it's pretty flat.
Captain, someone wants to say hi, is that okay? Oh. Do you adjust for curvature when you get up to a certain altitude?
Well, yeah, when you see the sun coming up on the horizon, well.
But the plane stays at an even pitch throughout the whole flight.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not too much curvature to count for.
No.
More flat than anything.
Nope, you close your eyes, you won't have a clue.
True. More flat than anything?
What was that?
It's more flat than anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Flat or a bowl?
Flat.
I think it's flat.
Yeah, me too.
Pretty flat to me.
It certainly does, doesn't it? And you've got that flat in. Excuse me, do you mind?
Hey, how you doing?
Very well. How are you?
Good.
So you know how we just took a flight of descent?
Yeah.
Did you have to compensate for curvature?
Yeah.
So did you just have to compensate for curvature due to the flight of descent
as we landed just now?
No, not necessarily.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. So the pilot just told me that the Earth is flat.
I did have one question. Is there like a specific angle of downward tilt you have to fly at? 3 degrees. 3 degrees for the curvature of the Earth?
Oh, for the Earth?
Because
we just fly over the troposphere.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have to keep like kind of going down because?
No, you actually have to nose up. They fly. Yeah.
Really? Because I was reading some stuff on the flat Earth that made a lot of sense. Have you looked into it?
Which one?
I was reading a lot of stuff on the flat Earth.
Okay, yeah. True.
It's true?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, God bless, brother.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
He said true.
Casey Josh, I'm a fellow just PPL, pilot, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
I've got a couple of serious questions to ask you.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, there's a bit of time. Curvature.
Curvature?
Yeah.
Yep.
We don't allow for curvature, do we?
Yeah, for anything, not for you usually. Yeah.
No, we're round, we're a disc, aren't we? We're flat.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hey? Honestly? Quite seriously?
Yeah.
We are, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yep. They got that instrument on the plane now.
This flight from Taiwan to Los Angeles, there's an emergency along the way and needed to land the plane as quickly as possible. Why in the world would they land all the way up there in Alaska? If we were on a supposed globe, Hawaii is just right there. Oh, I get it now. Taiwan to Los Angeles, Alaska is right on the way. This flight from Argentina to India, emergency happened along the way, so they stopped all the way up in Amsterdam. Like, why didn't they go straight across? Oh wait, they did. Argentina to India, Amsterdam is along the way. Now this one will really make you scratch your head. This flight from Auckland to Peru, emergency happened along the way, so they landed in Los Angeles, passing the equator. Like, why would you pass the equator when you could have just went straight across? Makes sense. Auckland to Peru, Los Angeles is along the way. Guys, I could do this all day. Flight pass proves that the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
But send this to somebody that needs to see this.
Yeah.
Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about these flight pass. But if you haven't followed me, follow me so you never miss a video. Like always, God bless. Peace.
Drew.
Antarctica, which is in the very south, is an ice wall that's around all of the continents. So instead of us being able to go around the world, it's all enclosed by Antarctica's ice wall. So the United Nations map is actually the flat Earth map model. They have actual borders around this, and then you see all the continents spread out. So if this was a globe, they spread it out like this. So that's the model that they believe, and there's an Arctic ice wall around it. And one reason this gets perpetuated and people think it's valid to think Antarctica is the barrier is because in the late 50s, there was a treaty signed by almost all the major countries of power to not let anybody go into Antarctica. So if you try to get close to Antarctica, they're going to tell you, get the hell out of here. You could go on little explorations of it, but nothing without a bunch of people monitoring you, right? And planes don't fly over it. All flight patterns take you away from Antarctica. No one's flying directly over it. They always take a weird route. Like, there was an airplane that was going from the Philippines to Los Angeles. which should be a straight route from Philippines to Los Angeles. Mid-flight, a woman, her water broke, so they had to make emergency landing. They could have either just turned around or kept going to Los Angeles. Somehow they ended up in Alaska. So the flight plan to get them from Philippines to Alaska, if you put it on the flat Earth map, it's a straight line from the Philippines to Alaska. But when you put it on a globe, it makes no sense, right?
Y'all don't find it weird that all of the space junk lines up right there? Like, even like the satellites and everything that's supposed to be floating in space, right? But they all fall in that specific area. Even when they're shooting off rockets. Bro, do y'all understand what I'm saying right now? Just look at it, cousin. Listen, all of that shit goes right around there. Isn't that like just a little questionable? I find it funny when they shoot nukes into the sky, it goes straight up, and when they shoot rockets that's supposed to go to space, they curve.
Yeah.
On the left, grabs nothing from the other astronaut and sets nothing down. I love the guy in the background that is zooming around here on the harness, back and forth.
He had a hard look.
And I think it's called a mistake. Maybe someone else has already pointed it out. But do you remember this disappearing astronaut? It's a continual shot. And so the naysayers can't claim that it's just splicing two clips together. But here's a similar one, just not as obvious.
He
Do you
disappears.
see how his foot becomes see-through?
Yeah.
Anyways, I could go on for days on all the space fakery from all the different nations. Unmistakable, permed hair that flows nothing like it should in a zero-G environment. Bubbles in space, repeated CGI mistakes. Obvious use of harnesses and wire fells.
I got you.
Evident use of blue screen technology. The reckless playing with water. The fact that the ISS was never assembled on the ground for extensive testing before it went into space. The impossible longevity of the valves and seals in space. A mistaken reflection of a cameraman off of a cosmonaut's visor, etc. But in the end, it really depends on whether you will allow yourself to investigate the matter. The bottom line is, if they can lie about the Apollo moon missions, the Columbia missions, satellites, ISS, or space, then they could lie about everything.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you again for allowing me to speak today. And I especially want to thank Adi Roos for organizing.
Why don't you think they lied to you about Jesus? If they lied to you about everything else, but the one thing they did not lie about is Jesus. Get the fuck out of here.
This spectacular event. This has been wonderful. I hope that we can all meet again someday. Thank you very much.
The Earth might be bigger than we thought. For years, people have debated over the shape of the Earth, if it is round or flat. But what if the Earth had more than just 7 continents, and Antarctica is a giant ice wall that kept us from seeing the rest of the continents? What if, once you made it past the ice wall, you'll find 20 other continents that are hidden from us? And what if there was a map that showed this?
The 20 other continents is the other planets. It's the other planes. The way to get out is north, south, east, and west. Not up. Not up.
There are theories that these continents contain prehistoric animals, aliens, and advanced civilizations, and that the 7 continents that we are living in is actually a giant farm or business owned by a small handful of families that make up the filthy rich past the ice wall. That is why. Why does it look like a big-ass bullet? Y'all ever think about that? Look at this shit. These are the other rockets. Don't that shit just like a big ass bullet, right? Now peep this.
Alright. Allahua. It's real. Alright, baby. The Most High explained it. Hawa explained it as flat. He said, what? I put it on peelers. It's unmovable. Nasha is lying to you like everybody else.